Okay, what I'm going to try and explain to you now is this is a continuation from the fourth part, and what I've been doing is producing a doveway cut on one side, on the first side along here, and I made up a tool bit that would rough out the actual doveway and put it in this holder. This holder sits at 45 degrees, so I just had to grind the bottom of the cutter to produce a 45 degree angle. What I did was I worked from the top down, and to begin with I touched on the top, machined the top and zeroed my indicator there, and then I dropped down 50 thou, and then I moved the cutter, the x-axis that way on a plus, and I did a cut of 30 thou. Then I dropped down another 50 thou, and then I moved in another 30 thou, and then I dropped down again a 50 and did another 30 thou, and I gradually machined the meat away to produce a rough angle of 45. I'm almost down to the bottom now, so after I reached about 150 deep, I started to break it down to only 20 thou, and I dropped down 20 thou and I moved in 20 thou. So I'm gradually getting down to the bottom here, and so I thought I'd get it mostly done, and then I can just start the machine up and you can see exactly what I'm doing. The reason that I'm doing this and just roughing it out rather than relying on this angle here is because I don't know it's an exact 45, so I'm roughing it out, and then I'm going to put in a 3/4 inch dovetail cutter and finish the whole face off at 45 with a dovetail cutter. So that's the intention. I don't think I will take this out when I've got down to the bottom here. I think I'll leave it in and then rough out the other side before I take that out and put a dovetail cutter in, because I really want to keep it at the same height and the same readings on both sides regarding the depth from the top down to the finish size. I just all I did was I just used my protractor to actually put that clearance at the very bottom of the cutter. So that's as far as I've got at the moment. Just a little brief piece about the cutter. In my fourth part cut, when I was machining, I was talking about these nice end mills, and I've got one here, the one that I was using, and I don't know if this is going to work very good, but I'll see if I can get some more light on there. But that's the cutter. It's a 1/4 inch, and as you can see, it has the slot drill type of flute at the bottom, so it will actually cut down into a pocket. Okay, this is the holder that it came in when I bought them. It was a long time ago, but the guy on eBay This is, let's see, is that dated? Oh no, batch. It just gives the batch number and the part number, or the phone number, batch number and phone number. But his name was, he advertised on eBay as R.L. Schmidt Company Incorporated. Now, I'm not sure, but I have an idea that the company is now called Evolution. So I don't think you can buy these anymore. I did do a search a while back to see if I could buy some more of these, but I couldn't see any part number. So that's that. I'm just gonna start up now and take another cut. Just make sure everything's clear. I'm down to 280, so I got another 30 thou to go. So now that I'm getting down towards the end of the cut on the depth, I'm finding that there's that it's taking off more. It's taking off a wider cut on the angle, which is causing a little bit of noise. And at one point I had the spindle stop on me and the belt slip. So there's not very much now. I hope you can see the V. I do wish I could zoom this in and zoom it out, but there's a rough 45 there. So I'm just going to put on another 20 thou. And I don't think I'll feed it in on the x-axis. I think that's 300. I don't think I'll feed it in on the x-axis because if I touch the angled face, it's taking a wide, it's kind of taking a wide cut or rubbing. And so I think that the dovetail cutter will finish it off. So that's 300, and I'll just take it down to about 308, and just leave a little bit on there on the bottom to bring it to 310 when I put the dovetail cutter in. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we'll just, so you know, the dovetail cutters are quite expensive, and if you run them too fast you can make them dull. And a toolbit is, you can regrind it and move the metal, and just leave the dovetail cutter to do the final finish of the cut. Then I can put my dowel in there, and I can measure from this face here into the diameter of the dowel, and I can check it with the dimensions that I have on the drawing, and that way I can just take a little bit more off, and I know that the angle is going to be at 45. So that's that for the time being. I don't know if this helps for you to see what I've done. Let's see. Here's the angle, and of course it goes straight down from there. It's about 30 thou. I could have gone in a little bit maybe, but I'll let the dovetail cutter do that. So that's how I'm machining the dovetails. I hope that give people some idea of a way of doing it. I've got a nice side and face 45 cutter, but the teeth are it's in reverse, so I don't have reverse on the motor, so I can't use it. But I could have made it's a 1-inch bore with a keyway, and it's 2¼ inches diameter, which would have done nicely here. I mean, makes it quite kind of large, but it would have been nice to have had that. But well, got to make do with what you got. If you know, I can go out and buy another cutter. I could buy a bigger dovetail cutter. Let's see, the biggest one I've got is this one here. This one here, and it's 3/4 inch diameter. But the trouble is, as you can see probably, I've ground this one down. Where are we? Let's see where we are. I've actually ground the neck down there to actually do a job. It was bigger in diameter there, but you don't have the depth. The depth of this V. I don't know why I did it like that, but anyway, yeah, I don't know, but there's not enough depth on the cutting edge, so I've got to do it in two steps. So I could have bought a bigger dovetail cutter, but you're looking at about $100. And so if I can do it this way with a $10 toolbit, and just regrind it if necessary, then that's what I'm going to do. Okay, thank you.